On the dais, Shri Akash Tripathi ji, Managing Director, Solar Energy Corporation of India, SECI; Dr. Mohammad Rehan ji, Director General, National Institute of Solar Energy; Mr. Abhay Bakri, Mission Director, National Green Hydrogen Mission, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy; and Mr. Sujit Pillai, Scientist F, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, Government of India. Namaskar, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you in the valedictory session of the first Green Hydrogen R&D Conference organized by Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, Government of India under the National Green Hydrogen Mission. May I now request Mr. Abhay Bakri to kindly felicitate Honorable Minister, sir, by presenting a bouquet to him. I request Mr. Bakri to kindly present a bouquet to Shri Akash Tripathi ji. I request Mr. Sujit Pillai to kindly present a bouquet to Dr. Mohammad Rehan ji and welcome him in this session.
Welcome, sir.
I request Mr. Sujit Pillai to kindly felicitate Mr. Abhay Bakri ji by presenting a bouquet to him.
Sure, sir. Welcome, sir.
I invite Dr. Prasad Chepikar ji to kindly come onto the dais and felicitate Mr. Sujit Pillai ji by presenting a bouquet to him. And now for the welcome address, may I invite Mr. Abhay Bakri, Mission Director, National Green Hydrogen Mission, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy.
Good evening to all. Honorable Minister of State for Power and New and Renewable Energy, Sripat Nayak ji, Managing Director, Solar Energy Corporation of India, Sri Akash Tripathi ji, my colleague, Director General, National Institute of Solar Energy, NICE, Dr. Mohammad Rahman, Sujit Pillai, my colleague, all the experts, academicians, scientists, ladies and gentlemen. We had a very, very intensive deliberations, discussions, and brainstorming yesterday and today. And I could see most of you are already waiting to see what was the summary here. We also understand that most of you also had to catch some flight or trains, so some of you may be either in the process of leaving, but nevertheless, the kind of outcome which I have just seen, it has been summarized by my team and all the knowledge partner, CEW, who have done a wonderful job in stitching together all the sessions, finding out the best experts. Even till the last sessions, the presentation were really, really impressive. As we all know, we are talking about a new fuel for the future. The fuel for the future, what we call it, is the green fuel. And we don't want to leave it to 2040 or 2050. We want to implement it. We want to see that our society start using this green fuel within 10 years. So even though we call it a fuel for our future generation, we want this to happen very, very soon. And that's the main goal of our National Green Hydrogen Mission, to make India the export hub, the production hub, and leader in all technologies of green hydrogen in the world. With these ambitions, the mission is going ahead with the support of different ministries different entities like NICE, Solar Energy Corporation of India, DST, Office of PSA, CSIR Labs, IITs, NITs, and all the research bodies. We are also getting a lot of support from state agencies. More than 15 states have already rolled out their effective policies. There are many testing labs who are coming up with their testing facilities. Standards bodies, as I mentioned yesterday, have already published 140 standards. Sir, we can assure you that our ambition for making India a leader and our Honorable Prime Minister's vision to have the 2030 target of 5 million ton and also an export hub for the world will definitely come true with the support of all the institutions. But all these things can happen only if we are focusing in a very intense manner on the R&D activities, because more and more we improve technology, more and more we improve the efficiency, the cost will come down, and we are in a position to offer the green hydrogen, green ammonia, green methanol at the most competitive rates in the world. And that's how our mission will move ahead very aggressively, and that's how we will become the leader. I am really happy to welcome you all here, and it's a privilege that we have Honorable Minister of States and other dignitaries on the dais. And we look forward that what happened last 2 days to have the summary by Dr. Sujit Pillai, my colleague, who will give the summary in next 10 minutes for all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Abhay Bakri, for the welcome address, for your opening remarks. And may I now request Mr. Sujit Pillai, Scientist F, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, to kindly present a conference summary.
Honorable Minister of State, Shri Shripad Yeso Naik ji, Mr. Akash Tripathi, MD of SECI, Shri Abhay Bakre, Mission Director, NGHM, Dr. Mohammad Rehan, DG NICE. It has been a very successful conference, not only from the point of view of technical discussions, but also from the point of view of the governance structure that has been suggested for R&D. Let me just give you a few statistics of the conference. We had a total number of 17 sessions, including the inaugural and valedictory sessions, 5 panel discussions, 8 roundtable sessions, and 2 presentation sessions by the R&D scheme awardees. The total number of speakers in the conference was 119, and the number of registrations is an amazing 1347. So that is the number of people who attended the conference over 2 days. The number of startups displaying was 25, and I think all of you would agree with me that the Startup Expo went very well. And we also launched the funding scheme for startups under the pilot project scheme for new and innovative production techniques and applications in the new National Green Hydrogen Mission. Now, we had a number of key messages from the panel discussions, and I'll just go over a few of them. The first is that decoupling of R&D and deployment is a major risk. India's large-scale deployment plans for green hydrogen aren't currently leveraging India's R&D and technology development efforts at maximum potential. Without a clear pathway for homegrown technologies to be tested and integrated into commercial projects, India risks becoming a net importer of technology despite the massive ambitions. So this is one message that has come forward. Secondly, industry engagement must be early and tangible. For R&D to be commercially relevant, industry cannot be a passive recipient of technology. There is a clear need to strengthen the R&D partnerships amongst industry, academia, and government. For a successful model, industries must be involved from the early stages of research, providing market feedback and a ringside view that leads to eventual co-investment. Demonstration facilities where industry can touch, feel, and embrace the technology are crucial to securing this buy-in. Thirdly, a vibrant startup ecosystem needs more than just money. To foster innovation, startups require a dedicated support system. This includes not just funding, but also access to the so-called sandboxes, As you know, a sandbox is a protected type of environment where industry can experiment with new technologies. That is a dedicated testing spaces. And second, international collaboration is very important, but it has to be on equal terms. And it is very important that the collaboration must truly benefit India. From the roundtable sessions, which were very interesting, we have a number of key messages. First is prioritize alternative materials for membrane technologies to reduce the use of platinum group submetals. Secondly, AI and machine learning optimization is just as necessary as material level chemistry for improvements in efficiency and cost reduction of storage. Thirdly, direct electrolysis of seawater may be considered as a future area of research, and I'm very proud to say that MNRE is funding some direct seawater research, electrolysis research. Testing infrastructure is required at 3 levels: material level, stack level, and systems level. National level laboratory should enable testing infrastructure that can provide internationally recognized certifications. Academia should create simulation tools aligned with industry testing requirements in terms of electrolyzer technology. Funding needs to be more granular and goal-specific to achieve higher TRL levels. Deep tech disruptive startups need timely funding support through well-structured cycles. Industry collaboration should be encouraged, supported by a common IP sharing model. And sourcing suitable biomass presents land use issues, and collection through the supply chain has to be optimized. So these are some of the key learnings from the roundtables. And as we, in the days ahead, as we go through recordings and summarize them, we will publish a white paper and a key report on the findings of the conference. So these are some of the initial findings, initial report. So with that, I will conclude, and again, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sujit Pillai for highlighting the takeaways and encapsulating the proceedings of the conference. And may I now humbly request Dr. Mohammad Rehanji, Director General, National Institute of Solar Energy, for the address. Please, sir.
Honorable Minister, sir, Mission Director, National Green Hydrogen Mission, MD SECI, Mr. Sujit Pillai, all the other academic leaders, industry leaders, delegates of this conference. A very good evening to all of you. First of all, I would like to congratulate MD National Green Hydrogen Mission and his team for organizing such an impactful conference. I have attended some sessions. I was part of some sessions also, and I am sure the deliberations have been very useful, and it has been an impactful event. So, and we all have had our learnings, and I am sure it will be helpful in the growth of the sector. For National Institute of Solar Energy, green hydrogen is an integral part of our mission. One reason is obvious, because this whole push is for green hydrogen, and solar is one of the most important source for that green hydrogen. Apart from that, from the point of one thing is green hydrogen is important for hard to abate sectors, but we see it as a very important, it has to play a very important role as we are increasing the share of solar energy in the system. It has a very important role in helping managing the grid better, more effectively. So this is important from that point of view also. Third thing is we have a very important legacy connection with green hydrogen, that our institute probably has the first green hydrogen plant in the country, which is a 15 nm³ per hour plant powered by 120 kilowatt of solar energy. So that is why green hydrogen is one of the focus areas for us. Now, as discussed in this conference also, we feel that the challenge of some product has been tested in lab, it has given good results, but there are still no takers. The industry is still not interested, or it is not exposed to the industry. What we usually call as TRL 2, 3 has been achieved, but 4, 5, 6, that is a challenge. So we are trying to position our institute in such a way that we bridge that gap. And we have seen very encouraging results in the recent past. Innovation challenge under rooftop scheme, our own startup call. We have received very good response, very good proposals from academia, from industry, from discoms, from individuals also. So in this line, the recent call, yesterday it was launched by Honorable Minister, startup support in green hydrogen. So this is again, our institute will be the implementing agency, and it is already open for a month, and we expect that innovators will come forward, and we look forward to work together. And this is much more than funding, because our institute has a very good testing infrastructure, then there is exposure to policy, connect with industry. So it is much more than funding. It is this partnership will help in both the ways, institute as well as the startups, in growing and contributing in an effective way to the National Green Hydrogen Mission. So with this, I once again congratulate the organizing team, and I thank you all for making us a part of this, and I thank the ministry leadership for entrusting NICE with this responsibility. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Mohammad Rehanji, DG NICE, for your address. And now I'll request Shri Akash Tripathi ji, Managing Director, Solar Energy Corporation of India, SECI, for the address. Please, sir.
Chief guest of this valedictory session, Honorable Minister, MNRE and MOP, Shripad Nayak, sir. Mission Director of National Green Hydrogen Mission, Shri Abhay Bakreji, DG NICE, Scientist F. Shri Pillai, dignitaries from the government, academia and industry. So as I could gather from the summary report which was put forth by Shri Pillai, that this conference has been an immense success, and it has achieved its goals more than it was visualized. So as we see, green hydrogen is basically at the nascent stage in India, but we are taking a leap forward. And in that sense, this R&D conference is very, very important. We have seen in the past that in India, academia and industry partnerships are not visible in a way it should be to bolster the growth of the sector. But if you want to grow in this sector, in this green hydrogen sector, in which, as I mentioned, it is in the nascent stage, not only in India, but across the world. So if we can force this partnership, we can really leap forward and become a hub for green hydrogen. You are all aware that recently we had done some tenders on green ammonia. And those tenders had this advantage that we were catering to some captive demand from our fertilizer sector. It was kind of a win-win situation for the green hydrogen producers also, and for the fertilizer sector also. We all know that the ammonia demand for our fertilizer sector alone is close to 20 million tons. We did tenders for almost 0.72 million tons, and we discovered prices for green ammonia which are very, very competitive, I must say. The differential which we were expecting that would come between gray and green, it was much less than what was expected. And this was really a surprise for us. So we have this real opportunity here, and we need to move forward with technologies, whether it is electrolyzer or other technologies related with the hydrogen, green hydrogen sector. In electrolyzer, still our supply chains are largely externally dependent, which is not a good sign. In this era of geopolitical headwinds, we cannot depend on external supply chain. We need to have our own supply chains, And for that, indigenization, the R&D collaboration, this is very, very crucial and important. Through this conference, as I was made to understand that we have discussed all these issues, and I think as a result of this conference, we'll be able to force that partnership between academia and industry, and we'll be able to reach to those technological levels, TRL 6 and above, so that we can really deploy those technologies here. In this conference, startup funding was also announced, and we really need to mentor these startups. Only funding is not enough, and in this mentoring, industry should come forward, and also academic institutions should come forward. It may be in the form of a COE or something, or an incubator, so that they are completely mentored. And if we can have some good startups who come up with good products, we can really take a lead in this sector. So I again congratulate MNRE and National Green Hydrogen Mission for organizing such a impactful and successful conference. I'm happy to be part of this, and I hope that this will really push forward our footprint in the green hydrogen sector. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Shri Akash Tripathi ji, MD SECI, for sharing your thoughts and views with us. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure. It's indeed my proud privilege to invite and request Honorable Minister of State for New and Renewable Energy Government of India, Shri Shripad Yasur Naik ji. Sir, I request you to kindly address the gathering.
नमस्कार। श्री आकाश त्रिपाठी जी, मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर सेकी, डॉक्टर मोहम्मद रिहान जी, डायरेक्टर जनरल नाइश, श्री अभय बाकरे जी, मिशन डायरेक्टर नेशनल ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन मिशन MNRE, Sri Sujit Pillai ji, scientist MNRE, distinguished scientists, industry leaders, innovators, young researchers, and colleagues, good evening to all. It is both an honor and privilege to join you today at the valedictory session of this first Green Hydrogen R&D conference under the National Green Hydrogen Mission. Over the last 2 days, this hall has resonated with stimulating discussion, bold ideas, and visionary debates, bringing together the finest minds from research institutions, industry, startups, and governments. Friends, India has embarked on the ambitious journey to achieve net zero by 2070 and to position itself as a global leader in clean energy. At the heart of this journey lies green hydrogen, a fuel that promises to decarbonizing our hardest to abate sector, open new trade frontiers, and create a cleaner and more secure future. Through the National Green Hydrogen Mission launched by Honorable Prime Minister, we are laying the foundation for India to emerge not just as a consumer, but as a global hub of innovation, manufacturing, and deployment in hydrogen technologies. The Ministry of New and Renewable Energy has been steering these efforts with conviction. Already, MNRE has supported the more than 200 R&D projects in the renewable energy, fuel cells, hydrogen, and storage technologies. Dedicated funding, testing facilities, and incubation programs have been created so that Indian researchers and innovators have the ecosystem to translate ideas into breakthrough solution. This very conference is a testimony to our collective resolve to make India's laboratory into launchpad and our startups into global champions. Over these 2 days, you have deliberated on some of the most crucial themes. We begin by examining India's vision as an R&D and innovation leader in green hydrogen. We looked at the cutting-edge production pathways, electrolysis, thermochemical, and even biological routes. We debated the challenges of storage, transport, and fuel cell applications, balancing the safety with the scalability. We discussed governance frameworks, prototyping and commercialization, infrastructure, testing facility, and talent development, all of which are essential pillars of a strong R&D ecosystem. The session on blue sky research and biological hydrogen production reminded us that we must not shy away from the long-term curiosity-driven science, even as we press ahead with near-them applications. Equally important were the roundtable on safety, novel end-use application, and testing infrastructure, which highlighted how collaborative innovation can ensure reliability, affordability, and trust in green hydrogen technologies. The key message is clear. Research cannot remain confined to academic silos. It must move seamlessly to pilots, prototypes, and commercial development. Only then can we achieve the scale required to make the hydrogen cost competitive and accessible. I want to especially congratulate the young researchers and startups who presented their pioneering work during this conference. Your energy, imagination, and passion embody the spirit of Amrit Kal, the vision of a developed India by 2047. The launch of this call for proposal for hydrogen startups during this conference is yet another step to empower you, reduce barriers, and fast-track innovation. For our youth, I have a simple message. Think beyond the incremental change. Aspire to design disruptive solutions that can shape the world's energy future, whether through R&D grants, incubation support, or platform like this conference, the government of India stands firmly behind you. To our institutions, I urge you to nurture the interdisciplinary hubs where academia, industry, and entrepreneurship coverage so that our campuses become the nurseries of the next generation technologies. Friends, this mission is about more than clean energy. It is about the economic growth, industrial competitiveness, and environmental responsibilities. Green hydrogen will power us steel, cement, fertilizer, mobility, and shipping sector. It will help us to reduce the import dependence, create high-value jobs, and establish India as a key exporter in emerging global hydrogen economy. At a time when countries are designing cross-border carbon regulations, India's leadership in green hydrogen will ensure that our industries remains the competitive and future-ready. Of course, the path is not without challenges. The journey from research to commercialization requires patience, perseverance, and precision. But with the ecosystem we are building and curating state-of-art R&D infrastructure, a supportive policy framework, international partnerships, and the extraordinary talent of our scientists and entrepreneurs, I am confident that India will not only meet these challenges, but transform them into opportunities. As we conclude this conference, let us remember today is not the end of the discussion, but the beginning of a movement. The hydrogen economy is still being written, and India must write it with bold strokes. On behalf of the Government of India, I extend my deep appreciation to every speaker, every participant, and every institution that contributed to the success of this conference. Together, let us commit ourselves to innovate, collaborate, and lead. The future is green, the future is hydrogen, and the future is India. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, sir, for your motivation, for your valuable inputs. Ladies and gentlemen, our Honorable Minister of State for New and Renewable Energy, Government of India, Shri Shripad Yesso Nayak ji. And now may I request Mr. Abhay Bakre ji to kindly present a memento to Honorable Minister, sir. Mr. Abhay Bakre ji, Mission Director, NGHM, is now presenting a memento to Honorable Minister, sir. Thank you, sir. I now request Mr. Sujit Pillai to kindly. Okay. Sure. I request Mr. Bakre to kindly present a memento to Shri Akash Tripathi ji, Managing Director, Solar Energy Corporation of India. I now request Mr. Sujit Pillai to present a memento to Dr. Mohammad Rehan, Director General, National Institute of Solar Energy. I request Mr. Sujit Pillai to kindly felicitate Mr. Abhay Bakre ji by presenting a memento. And I request Dr. Prasad Chepekar ji, Deputy Secretary, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, to kindly come onto the dais and present a memento to Mr. Sujit Pillai ji. Thank you. So with this, we conclude, we sum up our two-day conference, and we are really deeply grateful to all our dignitaries sitting on the dais, and to all of you, we extend a heartfelt gratitude for your participation, for your support. Thank you so much. Thank you. And namaskar, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. And please do join us for high tea. Thank you. I'm requesting all those who are present in the hall to kindly come forward and have a group photograph with Honorable Minister, sir. आप सबसे निवेदन, कृपया आप लोग आगे आ जाएं माननीय मंत्री जी के साथ एक ग्रुप फोटोग्राफ के लिए. I think no. Let's see.